speech. That's for later. I'm here. Those of you who don't know me, Jesse McCrae, I'm the Director of Advancement here, class of 2002. Today's been a great day for Stansted hockey. We've had, I believe, 95 alums, friends, different people, maybe even over 100, come back and play on the ice and be in the Pat Burns Arena. Some have never skated on this ice. They were down the hill at the old barn. Some, when the old barn did not have plexiglass boards. I'd like to invite James Ryu, the Director of Hockey Operations, up to say a few words about, this, but also about a special guest we have with us, Mr. Mike McNamara, Coach Mac, and his family. Mike was my coach from '98 to 2002. A lot of the players that are here today didn't need their arms twisted to come back when they heard that Coach was going to be here. We've been telling all sorts of fun stories. Mike had a really good zinger on me on the bench today, which went right back to grade 10. Not everybody could be here, Mike, but most people are, from at least that 2000 year where we won the provincial championship for the first time in 40 years or 50 years, Doogie? What was it? 50? Anyway, I can't remember. James Ryu, come on up.
Thanks, Jesse. It definitely has been a great day so far. 3 really fun and exciting hockey games, one that's still going on. Tremendous competitive rugby game, if you had a chance to see that as well. Outstanding competition. The alumni events are so much fun for teachers and coaches that have been at the school for so long. So many faces that you get to see. So thank you so much for all of you for making the efforts to come back. It's heartwarming, and it's just been a lot of fun so far. I didn't decide to write anything. I wanted it to be a little bit more organic, which is mostly me. Last night I had the pleasure of having my good friend Mike McNamara come over to the house for a late picnic with his wife Inger and all 3 girls, Katie, Kim, Lisa, and Andrew, who I got to meet for the first time. We had a tremendous evening, so many laughs. And I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about Mike. That's okay, we all have kids.
She was sitting near a ref.
Yeah, sitting near a ref. Mike McNamara is a man that I got to meet in 2001 when I had the privilege of getting an opportunity to work at Stansted College. He was at the helm of the Stansted College hockey program, and a very well-established program. I got to start pushing pucks in the corners for Mike over the first few years, and we got to be very, very close on the ice and off the ice. Mike is one of the rarest hockey people I think you'll meet in the sense that he's not just a coach, he's a real professional. At Stansted, he taught a full set of classes. He coached hockey, which was what got him in the door, but he also coached soccer, golf, ran a club, was a dad of 3 girls that graduated and went through here with honors, and all that with Inger by his side. Some things that I recall fondly about Mike is his attention to detail. One of the most technical coaches I've ever got to work with. Just an absolute tactician, someone who approaches the game with incredible precision, and he's done it his whole career. I mean, in his 70s now, I think this was the first year you told me that you haven't been behind the bench, and who knows what, for 40 some odd years. Mike, someone that got to play for Maurice the Rocket Richard, Quebec Nordique back in the day, and then a long career in Switzerland. So I have so many memories of working with you, Mike, and you are without a doubt one of the wittiest and funniest human beings I've ever met. Somebody that knows how to have a good time early in the morning and at night as well. We've had a lot of jars over the years, and last night was fun reconnecting. So the team that you and Mr. Chandler, Graham Chandler, got to coach, the one I never got to see, that was before my time, but that was the inspiration for today, to get everybody from that year back. And it was so nice to see everybody that was able to be back on the ice together with you guys around. And you know, Mike, you've been a real good friend to the college, and you've never not stayed in touch throughout all of your time overseas in Switzerland. I know now with the girls in different parts of Canada, it can probably be a little bit more challenging, but just really glad that you and Inger made the effort to come back here. It's been a pleasure to be able to see you again, and look forward to another good end of the afternoon and evening in your company with the girls. And so it's great to see you again, Mike, and hope you guys have a really good end of the evening and day tomorrow. So.
The next guy I'd like to bring up to say a few words about Mike was the captain of that 2000 team. He is also one of the reasons why so many of us are still connected to Stansted College through hockey. In 2012, JD Ross started a alumni hockey game for the varsity boys program of the modern era. That started off with a pretty decent flow of guys, but it turned into this thing that we have this rotating door of like just this stable of players that can either come back or can't come back every year, where we have 30, sometimes close to 40 guys that come back in February. We've gotten much better at not leaving this place a total disaster by the end of the night. But last year, I wanted to find a way to really honor the program through the alumni side of it, and I called JD and I said, JD, can we name the Varsity Boys Alumni Hockey Game the Mac Classic? And without a hesitation, JD says, that's a fantastic idea. I wrote a letter to Mike and Inger and asked if this would be okay to them. And I got a very positive response back, and I said, that's great. One of these days we're going to have you back for it. That day is today. JD, you want to come up and say a few words, please? Thank you.
Guys, welcome. I didn't prepare anything, but you're in the presence of an OG here. Mike came to Stansted. I heard first about him when my dad's cohort of the alumni was looking to do something with the hockey program that at the time, the year before Mike came, right up until the year before he came, was not doing too well in the schedule that they had, which was a weak schedule. And what I heard about Mike was you had a professional, in all senses of the word, hockey player, coach, and mentor coming to take over the program at Stansted College. And for those of you who don't know, the old arena that's down Arena Hill, what we used to call it, for anyone that was willing to take the risk and come here with the roster that was about to be put in place, just walking into the arena, the dressing rooms are upstairs, it was porn rugs on the ground, individual showers that probably had a couple of diseases that you could grab from there, so sorry for not keeping it too PG, but at the end of the day, Mike took a chance by coming here, and this was in 96, 97, is that right, Mike? Yep. And the second year is when I arrived, and just the quality of player that continued to flow in over my 3 years, and then thereafter, which is why we're all here, really starts with Mike. And the time, the knowledge, the effort, the patience that he put into it. And I'm not going to drag this on, but I just want you guys, if you haven't met Mike yet, he has been very instrumental, not just in the Stansted program, but developing hockey all over the world, namely in Europe as most recently. And please go up and hear some war stories, because for all of you who are still playing and those of us who haven't had the pleasure of meeting Mike and having a few jars, as James said, they're endless. So please go up and introduce yourselves. And last but not least, yes, the provincial championship, I think, was the start of something for us who, put in our time too, but under Mike's tutelage and Peach as well. There's a huge sense of confidence that was instilled in us, and you know what, it became what it is today because of the run that we had over the 2000 years specifically. And to all my guys and teammates that are here, I really appreciate you coming, and thank you to Mike so much for taking your time coming with Ingy and the daughters. So I want to thank you guys, and please, like I said, go up, meet Mike, because he's the reason at the end of the day why a lot of us are here, and the program continues to have the success it does. So thank you.
Many thanks, Jay. So one thing that some of you may not have heard, not yet. No, not yet. When I was saying a few words at the dining hall, the person who came the furthest away for this day today is YJ Yoon, and he didn't even play hockey for Mike. He is from South Korea, and he was the team manager that year. But when I called YJ and told him that we were doing this, he said, "Is this Jesse McCrae, number 23, goaltender?" He knows everybody's numbers. He knows what they did, what years they graduated. YJ was a great person to have around. He always had a camcorder in his hands, which for some of us was to our detriment, and I buried some of those tapes. Some others might come out later. But I wanted to thank YJ for coming out and being part of this on the team, but great guy all around. So thanks, YJ. I'd like to introduce Coach Mack to come up and say just a few words. He's a man of few words sometimes, and sometimes a man of no words. Just a good stick tap.
Too many words.
Just a good stick tap or a broken garbage can, but here we go.
Thanks. I'll try to be brief because I know everybody just wants to get on with the drinking and that. I really, they were telling you how I ended up coming to Stansted, like it was some kind of a noble voyage. The reality was I was unemployed. Nobody in Europe wanted me anymore. So I said, yeah, I would consider that. And I came down here. Of course, they didn't show me the arena, right? They didn't mention that. You didn't mention that, did you?
I wasn't here.
Yeah, knee-deep snow. I was used to something else in Switzerland. But anyway, it was... What made it great were the players. I was amazed today when I reconnected with all these guys. You wouldn't think I played hockey, eh? No, I was just going to say, this was an exceptional group. It was very near the beginning, but when I met these guys today, they're just all so successful. And they got me one more win, my last win. In any event, this is a great school. I want to tell you, my daughters went here for 6 years each. I always say that after Stansted, I wasted my money on university because this is where they got their education. You should feel very privileged to be here. It's an incredible group of people. The staff, the students that you go to school with, and I got to say, my heart remains here. It always will be. And I see the program, how it's developed. And I keep thinking to myself, why the hell did they need you? Because they're way better today than they were then. But the reality is, the people who began this program and fought when it was really tough, when, hell, we were having trouble beating BCS, you know, that tells you where we were. And they made the program what it is today. It's baby steps all the way. I know when I started recruiting, a lot of the guys that we recruited were from the South United States because nobody knew us. And they were great players. They were great players in Florida and Virginia and a lot of places in the United States. And they helped start the program. And then gradually we developed a bit of a reputation. And I look at the players today. I watched the alumni game. There's an incredible amount of skill out there. I still follow the school. People are getting scholarships, and they're getting a great education. And the thing that really impressed me today was that how successful all of those players were. And they didn't all play hockey. They have businesses, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they have good families, and I think that's really the result of Stansted. So I want to thank you all. It's a great honor. I really enjoyed my 14 years here. At the time, it didn't seem it was a hell of a lot of work, let's put it that way. And but it was really worth it, and I really think that sometimes when I look at myself and I say, have I really accomplished anything? I really think about Stansted. So thanks so much, and yeah.
As he walks off, we're focusing a lot on the boys program here, but Mike was also one of the first guys to come back and help start the girls program, which is, as you can see, these girls on the ice here, and you're going to see in 2 seconds where some of the girls from our girls program have gone on. He was here at the ground level of that program as well. So thank you to Mike for all of that. We're going to bring something in here in a second, and you know, we've been working on it for a long time. James has had this idea that he really wants to start recognizing our alums and the hard work that they do and where they end up and how they promote Stansted College by moving on to the next level. I want to thank all of you for being here today, not only for Mike, but to see this project come to fruition. It's going to span about 84 feet downstairs. Not going to, it is. It's on the walls right now. It's got names, faces, and it's full of pride. Over 250 former Spartans are recognized on the walls downstairs right now, each one a testament to the impact of Stansted College hockey and the strength of the community that helped get them there. Among these names are 11 siblings, 10 current students, 1 fellow staff member, 11 national champions, 2 Olympians, 17 IIHF gold medalists, 7 NHL or PWHL draft picks, 22 professional players in North America, 21 who've represented their countries internationally, and at least 1 college valedictorian. That's recent. I didn't go back in time to see how many there were, but there's at least 1. More than a wall of achievements of these individuals, this is a tribute to everything that happened behind the scenes to get them where they ended up going. The early mornings, the long bus rides, support from teachers, coaches, families, and their teammates. It's also a message to every young Spartan and every future Spartan who walks the halls on their visit days that they are going to become or are part of something bigger, and through hard work, character development, and community, their journey can take them anywhere. Thank you to everybody who helped make this, Matt Chan, James Ryu. You know, there was a lot of time spent poring over lists and trying to make sure we didn't miss anybody, and we're positive we probably did. But this is a wall that is going to continue to be updated as our players move on. If you guys want to go grab it and bring it in. This is going to actually go, while they're bringing it in, I've got somebody else I wanted to point out. Mr. Peter Boyd is here, and this is going to go right up next to the hockey varsity locker room we recognized in his name. Peter, was a coach, longtime coach here, the longest serving coach of the hockey program since we've been going back and getting records. So a round of applause for Peter coming back. So this is a miniaturized version, if you will, of what is currently unveiled downstairs in the hallways, outside the varsity boys and varsity girls and prep locker rooms. You're gonna have to probably hold the easels because that's gonna fall. So there it is. You're free to go down and take a look at it. Like I said, over 250 Spartans. It actually recognizes if they won a national championship, like our first Division I national champion who's here with us today, John James. It recognizes if they were an Olympian, like Katerina and Michaela. It recognizes if they won a gold medal at the IHF level. And it recognizes if they were a drafted player or if they got picked up. And it really goes across the board. All of these levels, NHL, PWHL, Pro, NCAA, Division 1 and 3, U Sports, and CHL and IHF. That's where we went. Sorry for all of you who played in Europe. The list would be way too long. There's so many leagues over there. These pictures will also be updated every couple of years as players kind of rotate through. We'll be able to go back and pick some of the names from previous years that haven't been recognized and fill in with players that have moved on recently or moved on that year. We used to have photos up in the locker rooms. We thought this is a really good way for players to come back and feel recognized inside their home barn. So thank you for being here as part of this. I invite all of you to go down and take a look. I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really well, really good. And we're going to do this all over the campus in the future. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's honestly an honor to do this for you. So head down, take a look.